So you're going to sew the top and bottom here of your mask, and that's your top stitch. I already did this before so you could see what it's supposed to look like. So I just back stitched here, I went up, I pivoted at this corner, I came down and I back stitched over here. And I'm going to show you how I did it on the bottom edge. This edge, remember, you have a opening here. So you want to make sure that you're closing up the gap here. So that's why I have that pin in it, to remember that that's going to get sewn. So I have to, top stitches are not a fourth of an inch. They are usually a little closer to the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my, my fabric on the edge of the presser foot at all times. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to take this pin out, but that was keeping it folded for me, so it did a good job of that. And now that I've clamped it down, it's not going to move anymore. My needle is straight in the middle of my presser foot, but for this one, what I want to do is I'm actually going to move my needle position to the right. So what that does is, and I'll show you down here, when it's in the middle, that's what it looks like. Okay, and when I move it to the right, it just brings it closer to the edge. So my presser foot is still in line with the edge of the fabric, but my needle has just been moved over. Remember, you're not watching the needle when you're sewing. You're watching the edge of the fabric with the edge of the presser foot. So I'm going to go 3 or 4 stitches forward. I'm going to click and hold the reverse and go 3 or 4 stitches backward. And now I'm going to go straight down, keeping my fabric lined up with the edge of the presser foot the whole time. This one you probably don't have to pivot because it's not that sharp of a curve. And when you get to the edge, you're going to back stitch 3 or 4 backward, let go, 3 or 4 forward, and I am now done. And I'll show you what it looks like now. You're almost finished with your entire mask. And close. So it looks like that. Top edge is sewn, bottom edge is sewn, totally closed. You have no hole anymore, which is great. Cut off your threads, and then I'll show you the next step.